Hello and welcome to Quarterlight, your car and brochure channel. In today's episode, it's special edition time with the Sierra Chasseur estate. Hello and welcome back to Quarterlight. And if you're new to Quarterlight, we're a car brochure channel here on YouTube, looking at car brochures from around the world for the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s and sometimes beyond that as well. So if you're interested in cars and indeed car brochures, please consider subscribing. Back to today's episode. This one was first aired on the Saturday. All our Saturday episodes we call the Saturday Special because we look at special edition versions and various different makes and models of car. Today, yes indeed, it's the turn of the Fordsierra Chasseur estate. Let's have a look at that one now. And here is today's brochure, the special edition Sierra Chasseur estate. An image there, just showing the estate model, although certainly these Chasseurs became a bit of a run-out model for the Sierra, and you could have them later on like last specs with, estate, saloon, as in Sapphire, and even the hatch. So it was unusual in the Chasseur that it kept reappearing, that name, and here we can see it quite early on this 1989 special edition. Let's just zoom in there. And as we zoom in, we can see it's quite a nice special edition. Not the greatest image on the front. We will turn the page in a moment. Is a number plate on there? Is it worth looking at? I don't know if there's going to be anything attached to that number plate at all. And we've been doing a lot of work on Ford Cortinas recently from around the world. Always liked the Cortina, but I must confess, this may come as a bit of a surprise. I way preferred the Sierra. There we go, I've said it. And we're going to have to do more brochure reviews on the Sierra range at some point. This one's from 1989. My dad brought home a brand new 1.8L Sapphire in 1988, and maybe that's why I do like the Sierras so much. For me, cars are all about the memories rather than how good or bad they are. For me, it's all about the memories. So whenever I ever see these late 80s Sierras, I always think about my dad's Sierra that he brought home brand new. Anyway, enough waffle. Let's open the brochure up and see what this special edition has to offer. And we open up, we've got some much nicer images when we actually open the brochure up and see this special edition. First thing that springs out to me, of course, are these roof bars, which look quite nice on this special edition. Obviously it's not a particularly high spec Sierra. We're thinking more value for money than anything, but I think we'll start with the text, then we'll move back and have a look at some of these images. Starts by telling us it's a rare combination of the stylish and the practical, with a little extra luxury in this special edition of one of Britain's favourite estates. Here's where style and practicality converge for those with a load to carry, but who also wish to travel in comfort. The elegant but purposeful integral roof rack increases the load capacity, and the smart interior trim means extra comfort all the way. We do also get an engine choice, which is quite nice. We don't have to have a particularly small engine. We can have a 2 litre if you want, or we can have a 1.8, or indeed we can go for a 2.3 litre diesel with 5-speed gearbox. We also get a tailgate wash wipe, bumpers and body side mouldings with red inserts. Red inserts on Ford, I kind of like always think with the bumper inserts, like the bright inserts were always standard models, and the red they put on there for a little bit of sporty models. I guess the exception was the LX, and I'm kind of like, makes me think of the LX with the red bumper inserts on this one actually. Moving down, central locking with a torch key. Black or metallic paint are available, no extra cost. That's quite nice, you get a metallic with no extra cost. Stylish interior trimmed in strobe fabric. Integral roof rack, of course, 14-inch wheels, tinted glass and tilt or slide glass sunroof with louvered blind, attractive soft feel steering wheel, 2 remote control door mirrors, driver's seat height adjustment, a colour keyed velour carpet and versatile 60/40 split folding rear seat back, plus quick folding rear cushion and convenient LCD digital clock. It also comes in with the new electronic self-seek AM/FM stereo radio cassette 2005 with anti-theft coding and aerial incorporated in the rear windscreen. Key optional features at extra cost include an electronically controlled anti-locking braking system. There we go, that's quite nice. Unusual. Well, it's not really unusual, it doesn't have it as standard actually. That was more a Granada thing, wasn't it? But yeah, you kind of forget that anti-locking braking, we can take it for granted now, don't we, really? This is how it's badged. The Sierra badge, of course, quite iconic now and in typical special edition fashion. Let's just slap a cheap Chasseur decal on there. Interesting look at this very ordinary key. There is that tilt slide sunroof, although the tilt slide sunroof, my dad even had it on the L, so that's nothing too exciting. And that is a look at what they're calling the new radio, which I think is pretty much identical to what my dad had on the L as well. And then the look at that dash. Pretty basic dash. It looks like an L from the dash actually. No rev counter, as you can see. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. The lower spec models were pretty basic actually in the Sierras, although I'd always thought it was a nicer layout than what you got in a Cortina. Anyway, let's finally have a look at the back page. Oh, before we do that, let's have obviously look at the main image. And there it is in all its glory. Like I say, I think the standout point is that nice luggage rack on there, which is obviously very useful for an estate and a family. Wheels though obviously are just wheel trims, and yeah, we do get the red inserts, which I guess lifts it above that L model and reminds me more of a LX. And a little bit of a look at the front end there. So overall, quite a nice special edition, and that I'm sure it was a good value for money proposition, although you're not getting a lot of kit with it. You also get a little bit of a diagram showing how practical the estates were with that split fold rear seats. Obviously it's an estate, so if you're carrying stuff around, they're pretty good. Quite sad there isn't many estates anymore actually. Technical specifications, features, etc. on the back page here, as you would expect on one of these special edition type brochures for this time from Ford. So let's just have a quick look at those. So like it said before, 3 engine choices, all with a 5-speed gearbox, 2 litre, 1.8 or a 2.3 diesel, maintenance free battery, brakes, front discs, rear drums, which you kind of think we'd have discs all round by this stage, but oh no. Suspension, fully independent front McPherson struts with coil springs and rearward mounted stabiliser bar, rear semi-trailing coil spring system. Standard exterior features, narrow grey body side mouldings with red insert, colour toned polycarbonate bumpers with red inserts, fuel filler cap with high security locking cap, heated rear window, single tone horn, lights, halogen headlights, hazard warning lights, etc, etc. Rear fog lights, no front fog lights though. Some information about the locks. Let's have a look what we've got. It does have central locking, so that's quite nice. My dad certainly did not have central locking on his L spec. Mirrors, black housing, remote control, black or metallic paint available at no extra cost. I think that's quite nice. Integral roof rack, spoiler on front bumper and tinted glass. Tow hooks, tyres, wheels are steel with a full wheel cover, etc, etc. And then the interior, let's just pick a few key points out there. So non-woolen colour keyed velour carpet, which is interesting, illuminated front cigar lighter, LCD single function digital clock, tunnel mounted long centre console. Some information about the controls, the door trim, grab handles. Headlining heater ventilation, in-car entertainment, which is going to be that stereo radio cassette which we looked at before. 4 speakers, aerial incorporated in the rear screen. A little information about the instruments there. Instrument panel, lights, luggage compartment mirrors, seats, seat belts, so nothing too exciting. Comes with a black 2-spoke soft feel steering wheel with centre horn push, sunroof, that nice tilting sliding glass with louvered blinds, sun visors, switches, tool tailgate, gas struts, wipers obviously, 2-speed intermittent electric wash, tailgate wash wipe, no headlamp wash wipe though. I know my mum's later on, she had a later Sierra with that on there for the GLS, but like I said, this is a much lower trim than that. Factory fitted options, anti-lock brakes only with power steering on the 2.3 with 14-inch wheels, power assisted steering for the 2.3 diesel. I always remember my dad's with non-power assisted steering, and they were quite heavy to park actually. You can rather nicely have self-levelling rear suspension as an option though if you wanted. Vast array of colours though, haven't we? Like I said, metallic, no extra cost, we probably should go for a metallic, but yeah, a lot of different colour choice there for a special edition. Diamond white, which was my mum's GLS. I think that was an 89 on an F plate actually. Radiant red, galaxy blue, maritime blue, burgundy red, which was my dad's 1.8L, black, then metallics, Strator silver, mercury grey, Tasman blue, aqua jade, magenta, and Olympic gold. Your various closed nonsense. This is where your dealer stamp would have been if it had one. And there we get the date there, March 1989. So there we go. We close on another episode of Quarterlight and the special edition Ford Sierra Estate. Do you remember these? Just in the comments if you do, or indeed any memories with this Sierra. I always love reading those, and the viewers, I'm really pleased to know that the viewers out there, you're all really friendly and you're all very knowledgeable, so I really do appreciate you supporting the channel and subscribing to the channel. And talking about subscribing, if you've not done it already, subscribing is completely free, really does help the channel, and of course helps you not miss an episode of Quarterlight. Thank you so much for watching today. Have a great weekend. Back again on Monday, so do take care, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.